In economic news, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that consumer spending has dropped to a historic low. Here's the data that we have on it. This is what they posted. I'll try to interpret it for you. We've got 3 lines. The lowest line is the kind of lower classes. The middle and upper one is mostly the middle class, a little bit of upper class as well, because the middle class is about $55,000 a year to $160,000. So it encapsulates a little bit both. The middle one's definitely middle class. The top one is a little bit of middle class, and then the upper classes as well. And what you see is it starts in November of 2024 when consumer spending was incredibly low, the lowest in a long time because of the recession that we had because of Joe Biden, obviously. It goes all the way back to 2022 as well, when it was literally the lowest in decades. And what we're seeing right now is it has actually plummeted below 2022 levels, meaning people are spending less than they were in 2022. What you see is there's a massive spike, huge spike, when the tariffs were announced. And the reason why is because people were trying to get ahead of the tariffs, because everyone knows that the tariffs are going to increase prices on consumers. So you had people going out and kind of stockpiling things, maybe made in China, because they saw that there were going to be tariffs on China. They decided they didn't want to pay extra for that. Obviously, that spending was unsustainable. So now it's gone down to it went down to normal levels. Now it has plummeted as low as in 2022 when the economy was at its worst. As to the individual sections of the economy, Walmart and Dollar Tree doing very well right now because, again, they're kind of the lower end stores where consumers are able to find deals. McKinsey did a survey in May and reported a 32% drop in consumer sentiment compared to the prior quarter, with tariffs becoming consumers' second biggest worry to inflation, which is not good for the Trump administration because tariffs right now are obviously tied to the Trump administration. No one talks about tariffs before Donald Trump. And so when you're going out there saying tariffs, what you're basically saying is Trump equals bad economy. That's what you're saying. I don't fully understand why inflation would be their top concern. And the reason why is because inflation is mostly cooled. Perhaps what that's meaning in that survey is just generally speaking, inflation is their top concern more than tariffs, which I think is very legitimate. McKinsey also reports that over 50% of people expect to delay discretionary purchases, meaning things that they don't need day to day. And that is not a good piece of data for the Trump admin. Again, whether you like the tariffs or not, this is what people are saying. This is how they're reacting. People feel that the economy is doing well when they can go to the movies, when they can go take a vacation, when they can upgrade their car, buy a nicer one, not when they feel that the price of beef has gone up by 30%, which it has. And that's most likely because of the tariffs on Brazil, because that's where we get most of our beef. That's just one example. I've heard some sentiment on the right as well. That's really stupid, to be honest. I have to come down on it. That is somehow that it's a good thing that people can buy less. That's a good thing, that we were never meant to have so much. And we like to pretend sometimes that ending consumerism and materialism is a good thing. It is not a good thing economically speaking. It's not a good thing politically speaking. Spiritually, maybe. I'm not saying we should be materialistic. However, it is a good thing when people have extra money to buy stuff. It just is. By every measurement, really. I think people could, I think you can make a strong argument that people are happier and more godly when they are. I think that you can easily make an argument that politically and economically it's better. So getting consumer prices down by ending tariffs and deregulating should be Trump's #1 priority going into the midterms if he wants to win. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Josh Carr Show. Please like the video so other great patriots like yourselves will see it, and you can watch another video right here.